Hey, what's up, guys? As always, welcome back to the channel. I got another video for you guys. Just to make sure I start the day off right, which I forgot to say in the last video. I'll say it in this one. I want to show my appreciation and my eternal gratitude for each and every last one of you guys for tapping in with me. As you guys can see from the title, let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, everybody. So today, in this video, we are going to discuss accountability and why it's so important to hold yourself accountable, especially if you're a young man or a young woman, a young lady, which the majority of you guys who watch me, who are subscribed to me, the majority of you guys who watch me are guys, young men, a little bit older men. I'm going to go ahead and speak to you young brothers out there, man, because sometimes you guys don't do this as often as you should, which can be a problem later on in life. And that's accountability. Now, the things that you guys have to understand, man, some of you younger guys, is that you got to start learning how to take responsibility, man, take accountability, which are kind of like one and the same for your actions, man. You got to understand that there's consequences that come with your actions, depending on if the action that you did was bad, right? And, yeah, sure, you may have some elders who, probably told you guys that once or twice, but it's just important to go over these things, man, because you can quite literally punish yourself simply because you did something bad. You didn't rethink about what you did. You didn't give it any thought, and you just took action. You just took charge, and you just did it anyways. And just like you guys have probably heard before, I'm going to assume some of you guys have probably heard this, but I know a lot of you guys who are a lot older, a little bit older, definitely heard this. But you know how they tell you, if you got a devil on your shoulder, just put some salt or something like that. Or if you got demons trying to creep up over your shoulder, a little devil or something like that, throw some salt over your shoulder, Or if not that one, then you guys probably heard the one where you got an angel on one shoulder, devil on the other, and they're both speaking to you at the same time. But it's up to you to figure out who you're going to take that advice from, whose lead you're going to follow. Because understand that if you follow the path of the little devil on your shoulder, man, that consequences are going to come with that, right? And that's why it's so important to take accountability for the things that you do first thing when you wake up in the morning, and then carry it on until later on into your day, right? Because nowadays, man, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, man, but people have been going crazy. People have been going crazy, in our society today and in the communities. And it's just lack of people trying to take a stand, man, because nobody wants to take accountability for their actions, right? People want to change. See, people want to see a change, but nobody wants to change in here. And that's a big problem, man, leading up to what the future holds. Now, we all don't know what that is, but if you guys have been keeping up with this recent stuff, man, they got a whole bunch of crap that's coming out, man, that's bad, that a lot of y'all really need to wake up to. If I'm not the one to wake you up, then I can guide you in the direction of someone who will. But it's up to you if you guys want to, take lead and then go check this stuff out, shut your mouth, and then learn, right? Because a lot of people, man, they do this, they do this, they do this, they do this, and they do this constantly, but they never want to still look back and reflect on decisions that have been made, whether by somebody else or themselves. But before I start getting all over the place in my words and then just totally confusing myself with what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is it's up to the youth, man. And that's you guys who are a lot younger, man. Like I said, 16, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? Because after my generation, which is, all the people who are in my age group now, mid-20s, stuff like that, even early 20s, but mid-20 points, it's going to be you guys who come up next, man, and you have got to take charge. You got to take the lead and decide whether or not what you want to do in life is going to be good or bad. And people will hold you accountable and responsible, if not yourself. right? And they're gonna make it unbearable for you, man, if you don't do it. You guys see what I mean? So it's important, man, that y'all really watch the things that you do, the things that you do to people, the things that you do to yourself, say to yourself, say to other people. Because like I told you guys just a couple minutes ago, man, people out here are going crazy. Say something wrong to the wrong guy walking down the street, maybe riding his bike or something, man, they'll pull out a piece, man, to pop you right there, right? And I don't want that to happen to you guys, man, because that's been happening a lot. I've been around it plenty of times enough to know, right? I'm sure some of you guys have too. We all have at least one point or another in our lives. Maybe some of you guys not know because, you know, you're in a good place in life. You're in a good spot. You're in a not violent spot. Not saying I am either, but there's been times where I've witnessed this like firsthand, but I wasn't exactly there, but I've seen it. I was like, wow, I can't believe that just happened, right? And there's been things that I've done, nothing like that. I've never killed nobody or nothing crazy like that, but there's been times where I've messed up on some things, I've made mistakes, and I had to take accountability for the mistakes that I made. I had to be responsible. I had to look back and reflect on things I did and take full-on responsibility for those things that I did. And it made them a lot less, the punishments were a lot less worse, man, simply because I grew up. I reflected on the things that I said and did to people that I knew were wrong. I knew they were wrong, man. But I let the little devil on my shoulder, man, kind of influence me more than the angel that was on my shoulder. And I paid the price for it. So if you guys aren't careful, man, you slip up, there will be consequences. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that happen to any of you guys, man. I really don't. And that's just as real as it gets, is you simply making a mistake. And if you don't reflect on why you did that mistake, you will suffer for it, man. And that's what we call punishments. Getting punished for it. Consequences, right? Karma, which is very, very real. Some people think it's a joke, man, until it happens to them. It may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen the next day, a couple weeks, couple months, maybe a year or two, man. But it will get you. Karma, she will get you eventually. So just make sure you guys are out here putting out good energy, man. Treating people right, respecting people, as long as they reciprocate that same energy and that same respect. And just make sure, guys, like I say, especially a lot of you younger guys out there, man. A lot of you younger brothers out there, man. Just make sure you do good in this life, man. Do right. Make sure you got your energy right. You know, just be good, man. Right? If you're in school, keep going to school. Try to make it through it. Suffer this last little bit that you got to and get out. And just follow doing what you want to do, man. Don't be influenced by other people, because no one else knows what's good for you but you. Right? And I kind of went into detail on that same thing I just got done saying in my last video. You guys go check that out if you haven't watched that already. I went into like a little bit more detail about it. But anyways, guys, I don't want to start going all over the place because you guys know how I am on that. Still working on it, by the way. I promised you guys that. I'm still working on it, I promise. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Just remember to always take, and even some of us older guys, man, too, we gotta start learning how to take way more accountability and start being way more responsible. Because if not, we will suffer too. We're not exempt from this. Nobody is. But just for a lot of you younger guys coming up, man, I'm just giving you this knowledge, you know, as soon as possible, as early as I can, man, because it's important that you guys know this stuff. It really is, because it'll keep you from getting into all kinds of trouble. And that's the last thing you guys want, especially at y'all's age, 17, 18, just getting arrested, going to jail. That's not good, man. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So if all of y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment down below on what you guys want me to talk about next. Y'all have a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys. I show my gratitude, and I'm out. Peace and much love. See you guys in the next one.